Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Link here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be revisiting 5 of Hypixel's deleted game modes. If you guys are excited, then please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Anyway, let's get into it. Each game that we're going to check out in this video, we'll check out their lobby, if they had one, and one of their maps. So the first one on the list is Sky Clash. So Sky Clash was known for its fast-paced and strategic gameplay. It blended elements from other games on Hypixel like Skywars, and the collectible card game elements from Hearthstone. So Sky Clash was introduced in 2016. The game was designed to be a more complex and strategic variant of Skywars. Despite its initial popularity, Sky Clash was removed from Hypixel in 2019. The removal was primarily due to a decline in player base. As newer games were introduced and updated on the server, Sky Clash's player numbers just went away. Maintaining and updating the game became less viable for the developers, leading to its eventual removal. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into a game. So Sky Clash was probably my favorite game on the network at the time. It was basically Skywars. Here's one of the maps. This one's called Oceanside. Basically, there are a whole bunch of players around this center island, and well, it's just basically like Skywars. You spawn with a couple, or your island has a couple of chests, and then whenever you go to the middle, they have some inner chests. Inside of the inner chest, there are some special items like diamond armor, stuff like that. So it was basically Skywars, but you had classes, and there were a lot more people. I understand Mega had a lot of people as well, but this one, in my opinion, was just more chaotic. It was more interesting. It was just pretty stressful, but honestly, it was so much fun, and I was pretty upset when they removed the game. Anyway, let's get on to the next one. So Crazy Walls was introduced to Hypixel around the end of 2015. It was designed to offer a fresh and more intense variant of the classic Walls game mode. The game quickly gained a following for its fast-paced nature and the strategic depth it offered. However, Crazy Walls was removed 5 years later in 2020. The removal was largely because of the decline in player base. As new games were introduced and the player interest shifted, fewer players were queuing for Crazy Walls. This led to longer wait times and a diminished experience for those who did want to play. So here's a map in Crazy Walls. So basically this was just a smaller version of the walls, where you had a very short time to gather some materials. The walls would drop, and then you would go fight people, and then if you were the last person left, then you won the game. The next game was Tower Wars. It was introduced on Hypixel in January 2019. The game was inspired by the popular tower defense genre, but with unique twists and multiple elements that made it stand out. It quickly gathered attention for its engaging gameplay it offered. However, the game was removed a few years later after its introduction. Its removal was likely due to a combination of declining player interest and the server's need to prioritize resources for more popular games. So I personally do remember playing this game a few times. I didn't enjoy it very much, but basically a whole bunch of mobs would spawn in over here, I believe, and basically you had to lay out defenses that would kill the mobs, and there were a whole bunch of other players playing, and if a whole bunch of mobs made it all the way through here, then you would lose, and whoever was last won the game, basically. I'm honestly surprised this game lasted as long as it did. It was in the prototype lobby for like 3 years. It never made it actually released onto the server, but it was on here for quite a long time before it was removed. So King of the Hill was not a game unique to Hypixel. It's a popular game mode found in various multiplayer games. It typically involves players or teams competing to control a specific area, known as the Hill, for a set period to win. So King of the Hill was introduced to Hypixel in 2018 and removed the following year due to lack of player base. So I personally only remember playing this a couple of times. It was fun, I won't lie, but honestly, after a couple of games I got pretty bored. It was basically just two teams fighting for the Hill, and that was it. Honestly, not too special, but honestly, I don't really miss it too much. On to the next one. Hypixel introduced its Battle Royale game mode in January of 2018. Hypixel's version was an adaptation of the popular format within the Minecraft environment. It offered a unique experience to its players. Hypixel Battle Royale was removed from the server later that year. The reason for its removal was likely because of the challenges of maintaining and updating the game mode. So this map is so large I'm not able to render it all in for you guys, but basically Battle Royale is where you drop in anywhere on this huge map. There's, I believe, 100 players. There was a teams mode. You drop in, you collect items, you fight people. It was sort of like Fortnite, where you could build. You weren't able to actually break blocks and build anywhere, but there were items where you can place the item and it'll create like a 3x3 cobblestone wall, and you just fight people to the death. Last person standing won the game, and that was that. The game was never released. It was in the prototype lobby for just a little bit. Honestly, it was on and off. It was never always online. It was always being worked on and was eventually just removed from the network overall. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I know I did not mention all of the deleted games on Hypixel, so if you guys want to see a part 2, then please like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.